Yeah, that's a lot of turf to grind up. I mean, because those roots got to be pulverized. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to take this and turn it into a seedable lot. Alright guys, in today's video we're going to be testing a power rake versus a power bucket. We're going to be looking at a few different options on using power rakes on both the tractor and a skid loader, and then comparing and contrasting the end result of that versus a standard Hydra bucket on the front of a skid steer. It's going to be a busy day, so let's just jump right into it and keep going. Alright guys, this one is the Hydra rake on the tractor, and this is fresh ground.
Doing better than I thought it would though.
Oh really?
Oh gosh, yeah. I just thought it would just ball up and
not do anything?
Yeah, it's working. So he's shredding through the grass now. A couple more passes, I think he'll be going in.
He'll be down to raw earth, right?
Yep.
So what's the goal with this one, Olaf?
So now we broke through the virgin soil here. Now we're using the Hydra bucket to try to do a final finish with it.
A final grade?
With all the grass, root structures, kind of grade it out.
He's going to incorporate the grass back in, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Again, this is some of the harder stuff I think we're going to work with. I mean, the root structures was at least 6 inches deep.
Yeah. That's a lot of turf to grind up.
Yep.
I mean, because those roots got to be pulverized. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to take this and turn it into a seedable lot. Yeah, you can see where, but that's because he's pushing the turf in front of him that way. This hasn't actually been ground in yet. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take those words back. She's starting to get that all put together nicely.
The cutting edges, there's carbide mining teeth, and those are passing by those cutting edges and pulverizing material.
All right, guys. In this next test, we're going to take the ground that we've already tilled up, and now we're going to grade it back out. And what we've got is a Hydra rake versus a Hydra bucket. And here's kind of something cool and interesting. The Hydra rake uses the same technology that the Hydra bucket does. So you see this grading bar that's back here? It's very similar. This bucket has the same grading bar on it. How's the soil?
It's good. You know, this was worked up by the tractor, the disc.
Yep.
So it didn't get probably as much penetration in the grass worked up as much as the other ones. But yeah, that thing's doing phenomenal. A lot of material.
Now, Andrew, this uses the same grading bar and this as the Hydra rake, right?
It's a little different cubic inch motor. The Hydra rake actually spins at a little different speed than the bucket. Other than that, it's the same drive system, it's the same drum, the same teeth. The one big difference is the bucket obviously is hidden in the heel of the bucket, so you also have a cutting edge on each side. Yep. So as that drum's going through, it can cut up the material. But the Hydra rake is doing what I feel is a little bit better job at actually mixing in the vegetation than the Hydra bucket would.
And the reason is I don't think this gets to be aerated as much. So with the Hydra rake, I think it kind of can pick it up.
Correct.
Spin it, mix it up like in a blender.
Right.
Where this one can't lift it as much because it doesn't have the ability to fold it all the way up and over and let the big crop clean out.
Correct.
The compression, I believe, right here, if you see that compression, I think that's when it hits the top of the bucket, the back side of that bucket.
Right.
Let me show you. Let me show these guys. So you see how this kind of has this flat top look to it? As he's going forward, he's grinding up, but he's also hitting right there. And that's where you're getting that flat top look. Where on this one, he's not hitting anything. It's just go, go, go. Hydra rake. Hydra bucket. And that's why my grading sites look so nice. We don't go anywhere without a Hydra bucket anymore.
Really?
Oh God, no, no. And the boys aren't allowed to do haul boulders with it or nothing, man. We're grading. You set it to the side, it goes, but it doesn't get beat.
Hydra bucket.
Hey, you better test it, Ola. Lift it up. I want to see if it's got if it fits. All right, guys. Well, that's it for the testing of the power rake, power bucket, tractor, and skid loader. But next, I'm just going to take you with. We're going to go a little bit behind the scenes, hang out with the crew for the rest of this video, and then in the following video coming right down the pipeline, we're going to go right back into more testing, checking out more equipment, more tools with the gang from CMP Attachments. Just up, angle it to go forward. So start in the reverse position. I'll give you a 3, 2, 1. I'll start filming. Angle it to go forward, put it down, go forward. I'll follow you, lift up at the edge. Will do. Suicide doors?
Yep. Jump in, sit down, and hang on.
Is here.
Yeah.
I wish you guys had smell-o-vision. Oh, that smells good.
The only thing we got left on here is beans. Dang, this is
yeah, but I just wanted an excuse to swap. I wanted an excuse to waft it. I'm Stan, by the way.
Stan, nice to meet you. I'm Ryan.
Ryan, Kevin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet both of you guys.
Awesome you guys are here today. Derek, how are you?
Jared, nice to meet you.
Jared, nice to meet you.
Casey.
Casey, nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
What a day. What a fun day, man.
You already drinking?
Looks like Derek's feeding the entire crew. Hi guys.
Hey.
You guys haven't been in CMP, I'll give you a quick tour. Everything comes in that door, and then it gets processed. Raw sheet metal comes in, it gets cut and formed there, and then as we go down, the finished products come out the door on the other end. CMP started out of Derek's garage, and they just keep growing and expanding. They just added a new paint booth. Here's where they make all their hydraulic cylinders. How you doing? Good. You guys know this guy. How are ya?
Pretty good.
I think lunch is ready.
Perfect.
And then we come in here, and this is where we built the monkey claw right there. Close your eyes, boys. Hydra bucket, Hydra grapple, another Hydra grapple. Wow, they're building a lot of Hydra grapple. Holy crap. Look at that big dog. Oh my gosh. So this is a Hydra bucket in the making, right there. So when we were outside and we were smooth topping that dirt, I was talking about it. So as this drum is spinning, the dirt is getting flattened out by hitting the top of the drum up in here. Where with the Hydra rake, it can just be flipped up and cast out.
Got a new big cutting head that we can take a serious pass with. We're going to take a 1/2-inch pass here in a minute and show you.
And Derek, the owner, hasn't even seen
No,
this.
Derek hasn't even seen it yet.
All right, let's go check it out.
Should we get Derek too?
Well, I think since he bought it.
Yeah, we should probably. Come on over.
Okay, so for videoing, we didn't turn the water on, but if we had turned the water on halfway through, we would have shattered the bit, right?
Very well could have shattered all of the carbide inserts, which I have. These are, you have a holder and then we have carbide inserts that go in there. Now these are really, really hard. So if we would have turned the coolant on halfway through and they're good and hot, it's likely we would have shattered them.
How much does a bit like that cost?
That tool, all set up, carbides and holder that the machine pulls in, is about $1,000.
That's just that bit right there.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Just that thing you showed me before.
Yep. Really even warm.
God, that's just super smooth.
Yeah.
Wow. The gang's all here. It's lunchtime. What's better, the brats or the burgers?
I like the brats.
We got burger, burger.
Brat.
Those beans are amazing. And that must be an NA version, huh?
Oh no, this is the real deal right here.
Okay. Well, if you're curious, They were right. The burgers are better than the brats, and I am that guy. I spilled all over myself. But Friday noon, these guys are done. They're gonna just hang out with us and just keep filming. That's why the bush light is out. Hey, thanks guys. Appreciate the lunch. Appreciate the drinks. The whole crew got to eat today, and I found out that these guys at CMP do this every Wednesday. Now Derek just calls in the big dogs. But we got more work to do. Gotta get these guys off their butts and let's go out and play in some dirt.